The Gotham City sky was dark, punctuated by glittering city lights. Batman and Robin sped towards the Gotham City Museum of Retro Artifacts. It was the grand opening. Excitement filled the air. Little did they know, a retro rampage was about to begin. Inside, the museum buzzed with Gotham's elite. Mayor Hill greeted guests. Commissioner Gordon kept a watchful eye. Bruce Wayne, with a young Dick Grayson at his side, exchanged pleasantries. Suddenly, the lights flickered. An eerie silence fell. On a giant screen, a familiar green question mark glowed. The Riddler's distorted voice boomed through the speakers. He had a challenge for Gotham's protectors. He had stolen a collection of rare vinyl records. They were hidden throughout the city. Riddles were the key to finding them.
We have to stop him, Robin.
Batman growled, his eyes narrowed.
Let's bring this party crasher to justice.
With a swirl of their capes, they vanished into the night. The retro rampage had begun. Back in the Batcave, Batman examined the Riddler's message.
Why vinyl records?
Batman, ever the detective, deduced, Batman. The Riddler is obsessed with puzzles and games. Vinyl records are like puzzles, each groove a different part of the mystery. The first riddle flashed on the Batcomputer screen. I spin tales of love and loss, but hold no words, only sound. Find me where melodies flow and the rhythm of the city is found. Batman Robin, the answer is clear. He's talking about instrumental jazz music.
The Iceberg Lounge, it has live jazz every night.
Batman nodded, satisfied. The Batmobile roared to life. They sped off into the night, the city lights blurring around them. Their first stop, the heart of Gotham's jazz scene. The Iceberg Lounge pulsed with the smooth sounds of a live jazz band. The Penguin, notorious crime lord, held court at his usual table. He eyed Batman and Robin with suspicion. Penguin, what brings you two to my humble establishment? Batman, ignoring the pleasantries, stated, Batman, we're looking for the Riddler's hidden prize, and we believe you can help us find it. Penguin, never one to cooperate easily, chuckled, Penguin, I wouldn't know anything about the Riddler's games, but Batman noticed a single vinyl record, slightly out of place on the stage. Upon closer inspection, it held another riddle. Where greasy spoons sizzle and milkshakes flow, the next clue awaits, don't be slow. Batman, looks like our next stop is a classic diner.
Let's hit the road!
The dynamic duo disappeared into the night, leaving a disgruntled Penguin behind. The air was thick with the aroma of burgers and fries as Batman and Robin entered the diner. Behind the counter, Two-Face flipped a coin, his scarred visage illuminated by the neon sign. He looked up, a sinister grin spreading across his face. Two-Face. Heads you leave, tails we fight. Batman, we're here for the Riddler's clue. Tell us what you know, Two-Face. A tense standoff ensued. Just then, Catwoman gracefully dropped from the ceiling, her whip cracking in the air. Catwoman. Always a pleasure to see you two, she purred, her eyes sparkling with mischief. She tossed a vintage jukebox record at Batman. Catwoman. Consider it a professional courtesy. The record held the next clue. Where hats are mad and tea is a trap, the mind's melody you must unwrap.
The Mad Hatter.
Batman nodded grimly. They were getting closer to the Riddler's game, but danger lurked around every corner. The abandoned hat factory was shrouded in an eerie silence. They found the Mad Hatter in his lair, surrounded by whimsical yet menacing hats. Strange music echoed through the factory.
Welcome Batsy, Birdie, join my tea party, we'll have a smashing time.
He pointed to a gramophone playing a hypnotic tune.
This music is the key to my mind control scheme. It's playing all over the industrial district.
Robin, feeling the music's strange pull, swayed slightly. Batman, using his grappling hook to snag the gramophone needle, shattered the hypnotic melody. Infuriated, the Mad Hatter lunged. A flurry of punches and kicks ensued. Finally, Batman slapped a pair of bat cuffs on the Mad Hatter. With the music stopped, the industrial district was safe again. The next riddle led them to Gotham's heart of entertainment, the Retro District. Gotham's Retro District pulsed with the energy of a bygone era. Neon lights illuminated roller skaters and disco dancers. The air vibrated with the thumping bass of 70s disco music. But this was no ordinary disco. The Riddler had turned it into a giant puzzle.
This place is off the chain.
Robin exclaimed, momentarily distracted by the vibrant scene. Batman focused, scanned the area. Focus, Robin. The Riddler wouldn't make this easy. They navigated through a maze of flashing lights and booby-trapped dance floors. Robin used his acrobatic skills to dodge laser beams disguised as disco lights. Batman solved riddles hidden in vintage arcade games. Each challenge brought them closer to the final showdown. The 80s arcade, with its pixelated screens and joystick controllers, was their final hurdle. Back at the museum, the Riddler was ready for the final act of his retro revolution. He planned to broadcast a subliminal message hidden within the stolen vinyl records. This message, masked by the music, would make everyone in Gotham obsessed with the past, halting progress in its tracks. He stood before a massive speaker system, a wicked gleam in his eye.
Soon Gotham will be stuck in a time warp, and there's nothing Batman can do to stop it.
As the first record began to spin, the museum doors burst open. Batman and Robin landed dramatically in the center of the room.
Your game ends now, Riddler.
Later, back at Wayne Manor, Bruce and Dick enjoyed a quiet moment. Bruce placed a vintage jazz record on the turntable, the smooth sounds filling the room. Dick looked up from his book, a thoughtful expression on his young face.
The past can be dangerous if we let it control us.
Dick nodded, absorbing his mentor's words.
But it can also remind us of what's important, like teamwork, justice, and fighting for what's right.
As the music swirled around them, they reflected on the night's adventure. The retro Rampage had been a stark reminder that the past, while full of charm and intrigue, should never overshadow the present or the future. It was a lesson they wouldn't soon forget.